Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Learn Korean. Today, I'll be explaining how to express singular and plural nouns in Korean. I'm meeting a friend. I'm meeting friends. How would you say them in Korean? When you express one personal thing and more than one personal thing, 하나, 둘 are used. But unfortunately, there are more rules to express singular and plural nouns in Korean. In Korean, there is no indefinite article or on. 사과 먹었어. 책 빌렸어. 바지 샀어. When sentences don't indicate how many or how much, they usually mean just one. If you want to clarify or emphasize that you mean one, then you should add 하나. 사과 하나 먹었어. 책 하나 빌렸어. 바지 하나 샀어. Just be careful. 하나 can be used only when you talk about countable items in casual situations. So, it's better to learn the proper way. 나 친구 만나. 어제 영화 봤어. 우유 마실 거야. Sentences which don't indicate how many or how much mean one friend, one movie, and one glass of milk. And if you want to clarify or emphasize that you mean one, then you need to do two things. First, you need to change 하나 to 한, and then add a counting unit. About a person, 명. But when you talk about someone who is older than you or similar age as you and you need to be polite, then you should use 분. About a movie, 편. About a glass, cup, bottle, 잔, cup, 병. 나 친구 한 명 만나. 어제 영화 한 편 봤어. 우유 한 잔, 한 컵, 한 병 마실 거야. Here are 10 more counting units that are commonly used. K, a general counting unit for usually small items. 장, any types of paper. 권, books and notebooks. 대, big machines or vehicles. 펄, any types of clothes. For example, 사과 한 개, 티켓 한 장, 책 한 권, 차 한 대, 바지 한 벌. 마리, animals. 가지 means kind or type. 조각, piece. 그릇, bowl or plate. 켤레, shoes or socks. For example, 고양이 한 마리. 방법 한 가지. 피자 한 조각, 밥 한 그릇, 신발 한 켤레. In Korean, 드 is equivalent to 스 or 즈. But it's a tricky topic because sometimes it doesn't matter whether 드 is mentioned or not. Sometimes it's more natural to mention it, and sometimes it's more natural not to mention it. Before we find out when to use 드, let me ask you 3 questions. 동물원에 다양한 이 있어. 길에 이가 많아. 동물, 동물들. 차, 차들. Which one would be more suitable to the sentences? 기다리고 있어. 문을 닫았어. 사람, 사람들. 가게, 가게들. Which one would be more suitable to the sentences? 좋은, 있어. 나 오늘 샀어. 방법, 방법들. 책, 책들. Which one would be more suitable to the sentences? 동물, 동물들. 차, 차들. The correct answer is both. When there is a clue that implies a noun is plural, such as 다양한, 많아, 들 is optional. 동물원에 다양한 동물이 있어. 동물원에 다양한 동물들이 있어. 길에 차가 많아. 길에 차들이 많아. Similarly, 우리들, 저희들, 너희들, 여러분들 can also be said without 들 because there's a clue in the meaning. 사람, 사람들, 가게, 가게들. The answer is 사람들, 가게들. When there is no clue in the context, sentences without 들 usually mean just one. That's why you should mention 들. 사람들 기다리고 있어. 가게들 문을 닫았어. 방법, 방법들. 책, 책들. The answer is 방법, 책. Abstract nouns and small items just sound awkward with 들. But if you want to clarify or emphasize that you are talking about plural nouns, then you should use 몇, which means some or a few, and then add a counting unit. 좋은 방법 몇 가지 있어. 나 오늘 책 몇 권 샀어. When you say the exact amount, you also don't need to mention 들. Instead, you should use numbers with counting units. But just like 하나 becomes 한, 둘, 셋, 넷, 스물 should also be changed to 두, 세, 네, 스무. And the rest of the numbers don't change. 친구 2명, 친구 3명, 친구 4명, 친구 20명. And here are the other counting units. 사과 2개, 3개, 4개, 20개. 티켓 2장, 3장, 4장, 20장. 책 2권, 3권, 4권, 20권. 차 2대, 3대, 4대, 20대. 바지 2벌, 3벌, 4벌, 20벌. 고양이 2마리, 3마리, 4마리, 20마리. 방법 2가지, 3가지, 4가지, 20가지. 피자 2조각, 3조각, 4조각, 20조각. 밥 2그릇, 3그릇, 4그릇, 20그릇. 신발 2켤레, 3켤레, 4켤레, 20켤레. 나 친구들 만나. 고양이 1마리 키워. 고마워. 계란 3개 줄래? 와인 2잔 마셨어. 티셔츠 몇 벌 샀어. That's all for this lesson. I'll be with you again soon, but if you can't wait, you can find more lessons on the channel. Thank you for joining me today, and goodbye.